Hi everyone, I hope everybody's having a great day. This is Lisette with the book Inspired Evidence. I'm doing the daily devotional, reading from this book daily. And today's April 15th. And oops, it's not April 15th, it's April 16th. And today's reading is inspired by biblical accuracy. Let's dig in, see what Bruce Malone says about this. There are an overwhelming number of archaeological confirmations of the Bible's accuracy. Here are just a few. Crucifixion of Jesus. In the Gospels, Jesus is nailed on a cross. Critics have questioned if nails were really used as opposed to tying the victim to the cross. Recently, an excavation revealed a crucified victim. The 24 to 28-year-old man was found in a tomb near Jerusalem with a 7.5-inch long nail through his feet. His crucifixion was dated at AD 42. Jesus was crucified about AD 30. Furthermore, the calf bones were brutally fractured, clearly from a single blow. The Gospel of John states, quote, "The soldiers therefore came and broke the legs of the first man who had been crucified with Jesus, and then those of the other. But when they came to Jesus and found that he was already dead, they did not break his legs." Normally, the Romans left the crucified person undisturbed to die slowly of asphyxiation. However, Jewish tradition required burial on the day of execution. Therefore, the executioner would break the legs in order to hasten death. Next one is the census. We now know a Roman census took place every 14 years, beginning with Augustus. In Luke, Joseph and Mary had to go to Bethlehem for a census. Okay. In Luke, meaning the book of Luke in the Bible. Joseph and Mary had to go to Bethlehem for a census. Okay, the next point says Pontius Pilate. Pilate was identified in the Bible as governor of Judea at the time of Christ's crucifixion. Archaeologists dug up the site of ancient Caesarea and found this inscription. Pontius Pilate, the prefect of Judea, has dedicated to the people of Caesarea a temple in honor of Tiberius. Okay, next point. Sodom and Gomorrah. For many years, it was thought that references to these cities were merely a moral lesson and were not actual historical places. We now know that they were real cities. In the excavation of Ebla, a city in northern Syria, some 20,000 tablets have been found. Inscriptions on some refer to the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah as trading partners of Ebla. Archaeology again and again proves the Bible is totally trustworthy. Interesting. So the scripture quoted for today in the book is Proverbs 1:33, and it reads like so. "But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil." That's all for today. That is so good. Excuse my mistakes in reading. My pronunciation might be off in some words, but you can get the book online if you go to search for thetruth.net. And they have this book and many other content that's very eye-opening. And you shouldn't be, in my opinion, you shouldn't be debating or trying to have discussions with people that don't believe or follow the Bible. Leave all that to God, because in the end, we are just gonna involve ourselves in discussions that are most likely not gonna get anywhere, because the person that wants to argue is going to argue in their defense. And hey, it's like going to court. Lawyers are going to argue in favor of their defendant, regardless of whether they're the criminal or not, or whether they committed the crime or not. So same thing, and I think with defending your faith, like, we can't argue with people. They just gotta open their hearts up, have the Lord do that, and it'll all catch up to them like it did to me. But I think I can pretty much say with all confidence that if you don't believe in God, another person is not the person to convince you of that, because I you can tell me whatever, but I'm not going to get convinced, because what you're telling me, right, it's got to come from God directly himself, either through anything that can happen to you in life, a spiritual awakening, an experience of any sort. So anyhow, that's all for today. I will talk to you tomorrow in another video. Reading this great book. So may you have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.